I'm just floating around. It's in a forest. I'm just floating around. I'm just one of many lights that are floating around here.
How do they look like, these lights? Are they white?
Yeah. We're all around. White lights. Just like a firefly at night. That's what we are. We're just floating around, being very carefree. We're just being. Just being.
What do you do with nature? Do you protect nature? What do you do there as energy? What is your purpose?
We'll make sure everything is peaceful, and is balanced. Making sure everything is balanced. If there's any imbalances, we just go and be in energy and rebalance. I feel that this is, we're nourishing this forest by just being here. We're just nourishing it, making it healthy.
Tell me more about that place where you are. How does it look like?
It's very lush. There's a lot of vegetation. A lot of vegetation. The trees are very tall. Very tall. Some of them are huge, very big, very big, very round, very ancient. Very ancient. We talk to the trees. We talk to the plants.
Are they able to communicate back to you?
Yeah. Yeah. We always talk to them. You could say that we're fairies in a sense.
Yes.
Nature fairies. That we again, we just spend a lot of time there. We just hang out. We just see what is needed. And we just vibrate with the trees, with the vegetation, with Gaia. And we just joyous. We just have fun being. We float here, then we go and we float over there. And when we feel like going somewhere else, then we float somewhere else. But we're going all over the place. Go in there, go outside there, we go up on top of the trees. Which the view is pretty, especially in the full moonlight. It's very pretty. Yeah. We just dance around. We just dance everywhere. Balancing energies. We don't, okay. If there is some sort of cleanup, I guess, and that's not the right word. If there's a void in a certain area that needs energy to be rebalanced, we go there and we, as lights, do this magical dance, which brings more of that balanced energy to that location. And eventually that location that might not have vegetation starts growing. So we assist in growing more and more plants, which brings balance to not only the forest, the elementals, which we are part of, but also the animals. We play with the animals a lot. When they go running, we go, you could say we float with them, run with them, if you will. So that's always a lot of fun. But they feel us. When we come around, they feel us. They're aware. We tend to them. We tend to everyone, to everything here within this forest. You could call it a magical forest, if you will. But yeah, that is what we do.
I want you now to concentrate in your energy, in that beautiful energy that you have and that you use to balance other places and other beings. Concentrate on that beautiful energy and let the energy get in every cell of Ivan's body. I want you to stay there and enjoy that energy. Absorb all that energy as part of yourself. How does it feel?
Wonderful.
To be in that energy.
Wonderful, balanced, joyful, very joyful.
Would you say that you are one of the elemental beings, what humans call elemental beings?
You could say that, of sorts. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that planet where you are, planet Earth?
Yes.
How do you really interact when you have to balance one place with energy? What do you really do when you have to do that to help balance?
We all work together. A lot of times it can be in a circle formation, and we pulsate this energy to balance where there is imbalance. And again, a lot of times that is what we do. We focus just like a microscope with a lens. It's not just circular. We can do it in many ways, but I'm just using this as an example. This is how we pulse energy to nourish that area that is out of balance, to bring it back into balance. And once we feel that is back in balance, we move on, because that's taken care of. And then Gaia will do what Gaia does very beautifully. What
is that?
Create. Create. Where there's nothing, all of a sudden there's something. If a volcano erupts and takes out a lot of vegetation, some people may say, oh, that's travesty, so much devastation. But have you guys not noticed that within the lava, all of a sudden, there's life that starts sprouting up? And it does not take long for Gaia to replenish herself in that sense. It's part of evolution. It's part of the balance. Sometimes you have to destroy in order to recreate. You understand? Yes. So, and this is also part of our joy to do this. Again, we are not singular. We are not divided. We are all working in unison. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes. Beautiful. And when you do this balancing of energy where it's needed, do you sort of share that energy all together to do that work or that job in
Yes.
balancing energies? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You become like one flame all together.
Yes, you could say that. You could say that. If you want to use that as a comparison, one little flame connects to another little flame, connects to another little flame, to connects to another little flame, to where those little flames become one big flame.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, and using that as a reference, yes, you could say that that's what we do. Again, we all work together.
Yes.
We do not work alone.
Mm-hmm.
That is part of balancing.
Mm-hmm. So you will go to the area where balance is needed, and
yes,
and you will sort of merge in that area somehow and rebalance anything that is needed there for Gaia to create.
yes, yes, yes. Again, I just used a circle as a reference, but it may be something as simple as what you would call a star. Being in a star pattern formation, and then focusing the energy in such a way to where it pulsates with the pulse of Gaia. And in doing that, we are assisting in revitalizing, if you will, those regions to help them to be much more fertile. That's the right word, if you will, to again replenish where the replenishment has gone away for whatever the case. And we use a volcano as an example because a volcano is one of Gaia's ways of recreating the landscape, right? So with that, using that as a reference point, that's how we assist and interact with that as well. So as a matter of fact, we play in the lava whenever it comes out. Sometimes we go in the lava, then we go out the lava, then we go back in the lava, and then we go back out in the lava. But that's just part of the fun. We think it's fun anyways.
Can you change your shape?
We can. It depends on what we wish to do. We don't have a solid body.
Yes.
We are malleable. We can change the shape. We can become a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, depending on what we need to do.
And your color always remain the same? Like white light?
Typically, this is how you would perceive us, as white light. But we can change the colors. We can go from white to blue to red to yellow, whatever colors your visible eyes can see. We can change if we wish to, but our natural state is white light.
And your more frequent shape is more like a flame. It will
Like
look
what?
like a flame, like a fire flame.
Usually is we're just a white light, a white circle.
White circle, okay, like a sphere.
Yeah, like a sphere.
That's
right. If we wish to show, but again, I mean, if we want to present ourselves as what you consider a flame, yes, we can present ourselves as that. But it's all up to us, really.
And you feel constantly a massive sense of connection with everything.
Yes, we are all one.
Do you feel or have you got any sense of having someone as a creator? Or do you feel more like being part of the planet and Gaia? And
we are part of everything.
you're part of everything. That's your feeling.
Yes. We're all one. We're a part of everything. We all play. We're all being joyous. Yes, we do come to Gaia. We are Gaia. We are the ether. We are the skies. We are everything.
You don't feel separation like
No,
humans do.
No, there's no separation. We are one. We're all one. There's no fear. Well, fear, what is fear? No. We just, again, we like to play. And part of our play is, if there's something unbalanced, let's go rebalance it. Why not? Let's go have fun. There's a volcano erupting. Okay, well, let's go be part of that eruption. Let's be the lava that goes up in the sky. Let's be the lava that comes down. Let's be the beautiful flower that starts blooming from the lava. We're all one.
Do you interact with humans in any sort of direct way?
Not necessarily. I mean, we can. But more often than not, humans don't really get too deep into the forest where we usually spend a lot of our time. Right? You do have your people, some of the humans that do hunt, and yes, we do interact with them, but we just are.
With people who do hunting, you mean?
Yeah.
You say?
If people wish to hunt, we're there. I mean, whether they feel us or not, that's a different story. But we are there. We are them. They are us.
What do you do when they are there hunting? In what way you interact with them?
A lot of times we just observe. We observe. Sometimes, example, if they're hiding, we're right next to them hiding too. Sometimes they look back because they can sense us. But then whenever they see nothing, so they think there's nothing. We're just there, and we smile, and they go back to whatever they're doing.
So your role is more connected to Gaia than to humans. The work that you do.
Yes.
Very good. Very good.
But again, the humans that we do interact with, again, going back to balance. Example: if they hunt something, they use everything of that being that they have hunted. In other words, that nothing goes to waste. And this is where, with these humans, we are grateful in this sense because they are acknowledging the life and the balance of that which they have taken. Or better yet, that which has agreed to have their life taken away.
So humanity is raising consciousness and recognizing what you just said. And you are really happy about this evolution of us.
Yes. People are becoming much more aware that we are all one. We are all life. We understand that when a life is taken, example, as villages, go out and hunt a prey, animal, for their nourishment, they acknowledge that life that has been given up for their nourishment, right? In other words, they're not hunting to create trophies or for bragging rights. They are hunting for life to be preserved at the cost of another, which again, when done in such a way that honors that life that has agreed to give its vessel up, its body up, for the nourishment of others, that is balanced. But when people hunt just for the sake of sport, if you will, which taking life away for sport is not balance.
Yes.
But yes, people are becoming more and more aware of cherishing every life. So we are happy that humanity is becoming a better steward of the planet, which provides everything to them, to us, to all.
Beautiful. What is the lifespan of an orb? How long?
That's like saying that's like saying, what is the lifespan of source?
Exactly. That's what I thought that you were going to answer. So you remain alive forever, like we all remain alive forever.
Forever, of course, of course.
The body is just a vessel. A vessel.
Yes. And what is the vessel used for? Experience. To grow experience, yes.
As you look at that life, what did you learn from it?
Everything is beautifully balanced. Everything is one. And we all have to remember not only the oneness, but to find the balance in everything in life, and everything that we all do. For whenever something is unbalanced, that creates suffering. That does not create joy. When everything is within balance, you are living at your optimum joy, whatever that may be. And that was the purpose of that experience, this experience, of showing how very easily everything can be within balance. It all depends on whether, as an example, you want to be that village that took that life of that animal that was used for their nourishment, and every part of that animal was used for everything. None of it was discarded, and that animal had also made the agreement that it would give up its vessel for their nourishment. Or would you prefer to be that sports huntsman that just kills animal for the sake of killing an animal and taking a life just for the sport of taking a life, which really it's not proper to say that is a sport. That is not a sport. That is not a sport. That is not balance. That is not joy from a balanced perspective, if you will. But of course, whoever is doing it for sport, they're doing it out of their ego, which again, it's free will. We all come forth with free will. We all can do what we wish. But this is just an example to use of a huntsman working in balance and a huntsman that works and something that is not really in balance.
What do you think was the purpose of that lifetime, of that experience?
Connect with nature.
Mm-hmm.
Connect with Gaia. Have you all not observed that whenever you spend time in nature, your physical body feels better just by being in nature, because you are going back to beautiful Gaia to rebalance your vessel. That's what balance is. That's one of many examples of balancing yourself, of grounding yourself, of reconnecting with your beautiful provider of life, our beautiful Mother, Father, Gaia, that gives us all everything that we require just to do something as simple as breathe, function, nourish, be joyful, be happy, not starving. Everything's provided for you in nature. And your body is meant to be in harmony with nature. It's really that simple.
Mm. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.